One shot. Let's begin. Baka no Kawa. False Skin by Saito Ryoga. Translated and uploaded by Spirophobia and Cetus Spyros. Alright. We read, we react, and I guess we reanimate in this case. It is October, so we're reading nothing but horror one shots for the entire month of October. And we're beginning with this one for no particular reason. It's 40 pages, and I figured, hey, let's start off long. Let's start off big. And I'm kind of disappointed that my camera isn't capturing the red hue as much. Hey, Alexa, turn off the living room light. No, it doesn't change much. Anyways, let's begin, everybody. False Skin. False Skin. I dated Yuko for a year, and then I overslept. I got dumped 3 days ago. Good morning. Ever since the day we broke up, I started seeing hallucinations of Yuko. Good morning, Yuji. By Ryoga Saito. Yuko had an amazing personality, and above all, she was beautiful. Bright, wide eyes, a tall, elegant nose, soft looking lips. Even though people call me handsome, she was so out of my league. That Yuko was my proud and beloved girlfriend. But, oh, sorry. But 3 days ago, let's break up. No way! I don't want to break up. I've already made my mind. At that moment, Yuko was cold and distant like a completely different person. I know the one besides me right now isn't the real Yuko, but that's okay. As long as I can still feel her here with me. But will this illusion eventually disappear from my life too? I'll go buy us lunch. Take care. What if I wake up and the Yuko I saw just yesterday suddenly gone? Thinking about that makes me really anxious. Later then. Huh? Yuko? No, it's fine. When I get home, Yuko's illusion will be there waiting for me. An illusion that could disappear at any moment. Yeah, I really do need to tell Yuko how I feel. One more time. I broke up with my boyfriend recently. Just got kinda bored of him. Why? He was good looking. Well, he should count himself lucky. He even got to date someone as hot as me. Next time, I'm going for a rich one. LOL. Huh? What the hell was that creepy smile? Welcome back. That had to be some kind of mistake. She was just acting cheerful in front of her friend. Yuko would never say something that awful. Right? Right? Yuko? Isn't it normal to dump someone if you get bored? Isn't it even more disrespectful to stay in a relationship out of habit after you've lost interest? What the hell? Your face is in Yuko's? Really? The version of me you saw earlier had this same creepy smile, didn't she? No, and Yuko's the kind of heartless woman who dumped someone just because she got bored. No, I'm actually really heartless. Didn't you know? It's okay. This is just in my head. Only because I saw a side of Yuko. I didn't want to see that I'm seeing this. If I focus on Yuko's good side and prove she's a wonderful person, these hallucinations should disappear. Is that so? I'm not the good person you think I am. That's not true. Yuko is beautiful on the inside, too. Of course she's beautiful. Ah. Uh. Hmm. Oh, watch. Are you okay? Let me help you. Thank you very much. She's really pretty. Really. Thank you. Don't mention it. Take care. See? Yuko really is a beautiful person. Um, if it's okay, I'd like to thank you properly next time. Here, this is my business card. Oh, no. No need to thank me, really. Please, don't say that. Well then, I'll be waiting to hear from you. President CEO Tanaka Takahashi of the Hikasa Corporation. Hmm. Uh, my stuff. Um, I'd like to get through. You're in the way. Sorry. Sorry to keep you waiting. You're late, Yuko. I helped someone earlier, and he gave me his contact info. Turns out he's a company president! Nice one. He was wearing a nice watch, so I figured he was rich and helped him. LOL. Then some plain looking guy dropped his stuff and looked like he needed help, but I just ignored him. That's obvious. That's obvious. LOL. No, no, this isn't Yuko. That's just how it is. I love money after all. No, that's not the real Yuko. We were together for a whole year, and you never noticed. You only looked at the surface, just because I was pretty. Shut up! If you look at Yuko more closely, you'll see she's a kind person. I'm sure she has so much good in her. I'll, I'll find it, no matter what. After that, I followed Yuko every day. For real, confessing to me with that face? Does he not realize he's below my level? LOL. Just to find even a small trace of the kind Yuko I knew. I'm so annoyed with Mio. Maybe I'll just steal her boyfriend. Poor girl. LOL. The more I observed Yuko, the more I came to see the side of her that I never wanted to know. Can't forget his face when he confessed. Nice guy, but broke with no freedom. LMAO. TBH, his face is just straight up repulsive, and he still confessed? Yuck. Creepy guy hitting on me? Instant ignore. LOL. Ugh, another one of those guys. At the end of the day, money wins. Breaking him was 100% the right move. Couldn't stand him. And each time I learned more of her true nature, the image of Yuko in my mind twisted into something monstrous. This has to be some kind of mistake. Yuko isn't that kind of person. Deep down, you already know, don't you? I was a dirty woman from the start. That's not true. Stunk. Gross. Gross. Just disappear already, you monster! Even if you do that, it's useless. Because I'm just a hallucination of Yuko that you created. Stop fooling yourself. You know it already. She's a monster inside, just like me. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing me at all. Yuko isn't a monster like you. Then stop sneaking around and go ask her yourself. Is her true nature a filthy monster, or the kind of gentle Yuko you know? That is. Oh no, you're scared? Because if you check for yourself, you'll have to admit she's a filthy monster. Fine, I'll go confirm it myself. I believe in Yuko. You're gonna disappear soon, so get ready for it, you monster. What are you hiding for? Hurry up and talk to her already. Shut up. Calm down. I just have to prove that Yuko's a kind and good person. Let's see. Hello, Kanako. Oh, right. I broke up with my boyfriend recently. But now I kinda think maybe I shouldn't have. When I was with my ex, I could be my true self. I think I still love him, but my current boyfriend has money, so LOL. I'm about to meet up with my new boyfriend, so I'll hang up now. Sorry to keep you waiting, Takeshi. Yo. Yuko! Yuji? Who? What do you want? You still have feelings for me, don't you? Then stop forcing yourself to date a new guy and come back to me. Yuko? Huh? Huh? What? You like this guy? No, it's not like that. You said on the phone that you still loved me. You know what? What? Oh, wait. You know what? Whatever. I'm going home. Takeshi! What the hell, Yuji? Is this revenge for getting dumped? This is how it should be, Yuko. The Yuko from when you were with me. That was the real you, wasn't it? I'll forget how you said you were tired of me and wanted to break up. How you acted different around each guy and everything else too. So, let's start over. Come back to being the real, beautiful Yuko. How do you even know that? Because I wanted to believe you were kind and beautiful, so I kept watching over you. You're the worst. Huh? You're seriously creepy. If you stalk me again, I'm reporting you. Creepy? A stalker? Huh? Could it be that this is Yuko's true nature? And and by the way, when I said X, I wasn't talking about you. Wait, but it's only been a week since we broke up. Maybe her true self is a monster? Like, what are my hallucinations? I've been dating someone else since half a year ago. You were just kinda good looking, but boring as hell. I was planning to replace you eventually. That can't be true. Yuko is wonderful and beautiful. Gross. Ugh, those parking rates. Huh? Was I seeing things? What the hell is going on? Where did the real Yuko go? You finally saw what I really look like. Why? Why are there two hallucinations? I'm not needed anymore, so I'll disappear just like you wanted. She's gone. What have you been muttering to yourself this whole time? You're seriously disgusting. Huh? She didn't disappear at all? No, but out of the two of them, one of them did disappear. I never want to see your face again. I see. So, the one I'm seeing right now is the real Yuko. Just like the illusion said, her true nature really was a monster. Yeah. Wait, Yuji, stop. It hurts. Get lost, monster. Monster? What are you talking about? The Yuko I knew's already gone. I don't really get what you're saying, but doing something like this makes you way more of a monster. Shut up, monster. The end. Spirophobia. Translator Spirophobia. Editor Spirophobia. Follow me for more horror reads on Discord. Discord.gg. Ko-Fi Spirophobia. Please support the official release by purchasing the RAW if it's available in your language. Cool. Cool. I thought that was fairly effective. I think it was a good one too, and it was a little fun to voice act as well. Just because. Excuse me. I'm glad I didn't get gassy during all of that too. I have Diet Coke here. Um, Popeyes, I love Popeyes. It's great. Where was I? Yes. Anyways, this was fun to voice at because I like the idea of this guy kind of getting mind broken throughout all of that, and I think mind broken is really good of a genre to have, and then to just have it at the end where it's like, oh, okay, then he becomes suddenly calm, but a little bit happy, because he got mind broken and all that. And I appreciate the fact that she did kind of call him out for being creepy. It's as simple as that. Because what this I think that this is a good example of a protagonist not necessarily being the good guy in a story. Because it's very clear from the beginning that this guy's mentally unwell, right? He started seeing hallucinations of Yuko, and these hallucinations got up on a thing of their own. And then he was like stalking her, right? And it's like, okay, da 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 da. He sees this face, and again, it's hallucinations. He's mentally unwell. Seeing this smile, it's clearly not this smile that he saw right here. There's an order to someone if you get bored. And again, fair enough. And then he just further proceeds to go down this rabbit hole of like da 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 da. And of course, she's beautiful. And I think that's another thing. And I guess we'll talk about that in just a second. But this rabbit hole of he he's going down, he's following her, and then eventually these hallucinations get worse and worse because he keeps following her. He's finding her on social media. This is basically how to not handle a breakup, right? Go no contact. Ooh, I didn't even. That's a really good look at that. I didn't even notice that when you click here. Bop, 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 bop. A little bit of mini animation. And like right, he stabs a hallucination. I was wondering if he was gonna like stab her, if there was gonna be like, oh, what did you stab there? And then at the end, like, just go talk to her, right? And then boom, she does. This guy, it's like, okay, I don't want to deal with this drama. Sure, why not? And then the big reveal happens. Okay, we're like, she's evil. He's kind of confused with the hallucinations. Then we see the parking rates, and for seeing those parking rates, I could see why he goes crazy. Actually, no. I think I know it's a joke, but I'm guessing this is car rental, and the rates actually don't look that bad if I think I'm seeing this correctly. Where it's like, what is this? That can't be right. $15 a day, and I guess this is like 12 per mile or something like that, or $14 a day. I don't know. I would need to see what these really mean, or maybe it's like with the size of the car you rent and this, that, or the other, or buying car. I don't know. I should be focusing on this. But I just like the fact it doesn't paint him as a good guy throughout the whole story. Like, none of these people are necessarily moral people, as it's very clear. And I think this author does a good job of us going like, oh, we don't we don't want this person to. We got to make them realistic in their own way, so that way we make her seem like a bad person, right? And she's cheating, she's a gold digger. Sure, these are all very realistic qualities we generally find unpalatable, and as a result, we don't really empathize with her much. But it's another thing where she gets choked out to death at the very, very end, and this is right. doing something like this makes you way more of a monster. He just straight up murdered her because he was like, Sullen X. And you could see that that's the real person that he's going really, really calm. He's like, wait, stop. It hurts. And then, monster, what are you talking about? And so she, was crass. She was rude. She did this, that, and the other. But, again, didn't deserve to be murdered. So I think it does a good job of going, okay, we got these characters. Boom, 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 boom. Good stuff, good stuff. Then, sorry, let me take off my hair. Ugh, now I'm going to turn into a sexy librarian. Ooh, from this angle. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Anyways, the art I think is really good. I think it's very unsettling when it needs to be, and it seems to use, was that like CGI near the end? Okay, like this distortion. I don't know if this is like CGI where they like take a face and then they distort it further using like computer imaging in order to get this like gnarly effect, or if that's just purely through art on its own. Either way, that's a really effective use of the medium. And then like this, and the other, the shading, it's creepy, it's scary. And the fact is that, the monster just goes and divulges. We don't really learn too much deeper about the hallucinations. This and then again, combining the face here where both it's like, oh, okay. And then just making sure she does have a strength. Although I gotta admit, this is pretty funny. This image is out of context is pretty funny. Like, oh, look at the body proportions. But then, you see him move around, and I think that's computers too, right? The like transparent function. Good, 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 good. Excuse me. Keep burping a lot. Yeah, but I think it's good. And again, the reveal that he wasn't her ex-boyfriend, and that she was two-timing again. Not going to be very empathetic to this person because she's not painted as a good person. But there's difference between being like a good person, a bad person, and like a murderer, right? Or somebody, yeah, because he's mentally ill throughout all of this. So I think this does that dichotomy very, very well. The animation is good. I think the tension is built up very, very well. A lot of the time, when I could probably imagine this being done like in my hands, where you have this happening, he throws it at him. Okay, you have this at the end of the page. Then when you turn the page, you encounter that, or and this is what I was thinking too. Like this person, he's doing his like love confession here. You could see this. Okay, boom, Yuko, then this is like a two-page thing where this is like your left page or this is your right page, or at least this is like 2 pages. Then if he's doing the confession and he's delusional, you get, how do you even know that? You're the worst. Boom, like this. And then we see that big reveal. And it's also very true. And they do a very good disgusted face here. So this is nice. I really do enjoy it. The detail is good. Again, these eyes. They do a really good job with this guy with his facial expressions. And the fact they gave him like a, what would you call these eyes? Like anime eyes, or you give them like cute eyes, or like when a main, or like when a character's having a fantasy about like a love interest or like a guy. This looks like when how Hancock pictures Luffy with those eyes, or like any number of animations. We're like, oh, okay, they get those eyes. And then this here, they still have the eyes, but they make them creepy as well. And again, putting the nose like this makes it resemble a skull. And then this person, as they're, a villain, but you see the eyes going here, they're like, as it's going. And to have it be such a personal way to kill somebody, too, that's like a really big thing here. And yeah, and then I mean, that's the thing, too. I mean, what do you say, right? You can't necessarily say much because you just encounter shitty people in your life, right? And those shitty people, as long as they're not like destroying this, that, or the other, they probably don't deserve to be murdered in like that. But it does a good job of following this guy. The psych break, the everything is good with that here, and then this guy be the executive to just have everything on the back. The only thing, I guess, if I really wanted to like super criticize it, it would be like when he was, the conversations with a friend just seem like, it seems like excess telling a lot of the time. I get the idea that he's misconstruing her a lot of the time, where it's like, oh, okay, he's helping her. Of course, she's beautiful inside and out. And again, true, right? But then this person get out of the way. Okay, he's a little discontented, but then she has to go and say everything so blatantly. Like this is, I think, is a good indication where the audience is like, okay, she sees the watch. It's a nice watch. Then she has to kind of explain how comically, um, what's the word? Not selfish, money obsessed she is. And then they just have her post this online too. Like I could see like this one creepy guy's hitting on me. LOL. Can't forget his face when he confessed. Nice guy, but broke with no freedom. LMAO. Um, you know, break it up was the right move. Couldn't stand him. Stuff like that. I think I could see most of these, but probably change it a bit. I think that you could probably arrange this so it's not so blatantly obvious just how whatever she is and adds to that, but you kind of get these hints and these delusions at the very, very end. And then you could see this person egging him on. It's like, okay, the audience sees it, but he clearly doesn't see it. And then as she's going here, this is a nice little being like, hey, I broke up with him recently, but I don't think I should have. I still love him, but he has no money. LOL, okay. I think this is an effective conversation, but now I kind of think maybe I shouldn't have. I still love him. This is one too. Uh, I think they could have gotten rid of this one here just to kind of make her seem almost redeemable. I'm about to meet up with a new boyfriend. I'll hang up now. And it's again very like hastily put together, right? I don't think many people just go, hey, I'm going to call up. Oh, hey, I broke up with my boyfriend. But I don't think I should have. I'm in love with him. By the way, I'm going to be with a new boyfriend. See ya. That's the type of thing that I'm like, okay. And I think with Japan, right, they don't really have a dating stage or a talking stage, just boyfriend, girlfriend. So, sure. And this guy just left kind of easily. He's like, who? Da 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 da. And this makes sense. He's over it. He's like, okay, I don't want to deal with this here. This, I think, is a very good conversation. Good here. How do you even know that? Because I wanted to believe you were kind and beautiful. Just kept watching over you. You're the worst. You're seriously creepy. If you stalk me again, I'm reporting you. I think that this is really, really good. Um, so I think this is all. I think it's good. I think it just follows a lot of the pacing and the narrative could be a little bit less explicit, as I think that then this the author needs to have a lot more confidence in themselves and how they tell and portray the story and have more faith in the audience. I think is a good way to put it. So they do that, and then boom, they got the mind break good. They got this good. You could always be a little more subtle, or like keeping perhaps this uncertainty could be a little bit better. Because I think what could mind break people even more than seeing someone comically evil is seeing them actually be really pleasant sometimes and being really unpleasant other times. And then this way you could play with it. Then the mind breaker goes, what do you want, bro? And then it goes here, you're beautiful. And how do you even know that? Although this is a really good, I wanted to believe, so I kept watching. You're the worst here. You're creepy. And the X, when I said I was talking about, yeah, this is fairly effective. I think it's a good ending part here. And then, no, I think this is good. I think the last part is good. Just the build up to it could have been solid, right? Or maybe near the end, we have this comically evil demon. Maybe having a little bit of her face reappear near the end, or having it cut to her as he's like looking, because even he looks a bit sad here, right? As she's transforming back, and maybe she is transforming back from this because her nose is a little crooked here. And then, but then like maybe showing her outline here being a little bit more human could have been like a nice way to like end it. But again, those are relatively minor. I think this author is really good, really solid. We might follow them for some more one shots in a second. Anyways, happy October. Okay, there's a bit of an outline. Maybe I'll try to get some Halloween decorations. I don't know if they have like One Piece themed Halloween stuff, but I'm sure they do. But it might take a while. We'll work on it. So with all that being said, everybody, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.